Hello, internet. Welcome once again. I am shooting because I am home with mom and dad, and Princess is not here, so my queen is not here. So I got time to shoot. Nonetheless, still Friday, 17th of March, except now it's the evening because of daylight saving times. It's 18:32 hours. 77 degrees Fahrenheit in beautiful Pembroke Pines, 25 degrees Celsius. Changed my shirt. This shirt is from the football club. I mean soccer club or whatever you call it. Football club from the town that I was born, Barranquilla. Okay, so that's their crest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think they have 8 stars now. I'm not 9 sure. Actually. Essentially, this would be pretty much what a technical director would wear, like a coach. The players would now wear something of this style, with a collar. They might wear pre-game jerseys, but that's about it. But some pretty good players have come out of Barranquilla. There was one, I believe, that first went to Porto, then went to Liverpool. The name is Luis Diaz. What's that place that John Oliver's from? It's a city that has a funny name, and the damn guy Mohamed Salah plays there. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But anyways, the guy went there, but I think he got injured, so now he's out. But he contributed pretty good. Jerry Mina. I forget his last name. Pina? No. He's a defender. He's pretty tall. He's from Barranquilla. I don't know if he played for Junior. I apologize. He was born in They're making pretty good money when they make their transfers, depending on who the player is. So there is money to be made there. It's just you just have to be celebrity football player. I mean, doctors do make good money depending on what kind of doctor you are. You're able to afford a house, like in a nice neighborhood with a car. Now, if you got money, I think Shakira owns her own building in Barranquilla. Like, when I say building, I mean like like a tall building with a concierge, kind of like the ones like you see in like downtown areas, like with nice buildings. Usually, a lot of people like to live in them for safety, because essentially you're not like a target for people who can just easily break into a window and just go into your homes and take your belongings. You have to go into the building. There'll be concierge, there'll be security, and those buildings cost a lot of money. So there are people that make money out there. I don't care what anybody says. Either they're politicians, I think mostly businessmen, because I do have would be an uncle-in-law who works for a Mexican telecommunication company that has a subsidiary in Colombia, and he does okay. His daughters went to school in England, I believe. I don't know if both or just one. Study English, which is actually better instead of coming here to Florida, porque aquí casi todos nosotros hablamos español. Lo único es que si tú te acostumbras a hablar con alguien en inglés, por ejemplo, cuando yo hablo con mis hermanas, siempre les hablo en inglés. Y por eso cuando empiezo a hablarle en español, el cerebro está acostumbrado a interpretar las palabras que salen de esa persona en el idioma que normalmente hablan. Y el idioma que yo normalmente hablo con mis hermanas es inglés. Entonces, si yo empiezo a hablarles en español, es un poquito difícil, porque tengo que decir las palabras claras, tengo que hablar lento y tengo que hacerlo de manera como si estuviera hablándolo por primera vez. Si lo hablo bien rápido, ellas no me escuchan hablando español todos los días. Sin embargo, mis padres sí me escuchan todos los días. Lo único que a veces tengo que hablar un poquito alto porque ya ellos son un poco mayor. But anyways, enough with that. I don't want to make this video in Spanish because then I get complaints from people who say, oh, I can't understand. I'll make a Spanish video eventually. Yeah, so thanks to daylight savings times, it's evening now. I did want to bring the Chromebook out so I could find out which places still celebrate, or not celebrate, but which places still participate in daylight savings. So let me just do that real quick. Okay, all right, now while I was walking to go get the Chromebook, I remember the name of the club, Liverpool. How could I forget? So now let's see, let's type into the almighty Google, who probably has the most data on everybody in the world. Which countries do daylight, oh here it is, daylight savings. Okay, Google search. Outside of Europe and the US, Canada, changing the clock is also practiced in Paraguay, Chile, Cuba, Haiti, the Levant, New Zealand, and parts of Australia. Egypt is re-implementing daylight saving times on April 28 in a bid to save energy. So seems like European countries, North America, and in South America we got Paraguay, Chile. In the Caribbeans we got Cuba, Haiti, the Levant, I have no idea where that's from. Down under we got New Zealand and parts of Australia. Okay, so that's, what is that? US, Canada, I don't know how many countries in Europe. There's a chart here, let's see what this chart says. Europeans want to abolish daylight savings. Yeah, why wouldn't they? Which countries changed the clock? Oh gosh, privacy. Yeah, take all my information, take all my cookies, get all my info. There's no such thing as privacy, guys. Everybody who has a Facebook account, everybody who has social media, even if you have a phone, NSA can easily just, if they felt like it, turn on your camera, turn on your mic. It doesn't matter. It's all work. It's 1984 essentially was more of a it wasn't a novel, it was just a book that you could say was based on fact. So who was the author of that? Something Orwell? Never read it, but I like the parody they made of it in SNL, where Cumberbatch, I think is his name, Benedict Cumberbatch. The parody had to do with toilets. I'm gonna try to put it in the description, so if you guys want to have a laugh, check it out. It's 1984 themed, and it's just hilarious. They have several toilet humors. This was the one I can think of the top of my head because I just said it. Spoke of the factual book 1984. All right. All right. Now, changing the clock, the map that I'm looking at, let me see if I can show it to you guys. As you can see, which countries changed the clock. And then there's a key down here, changing your clocks practice. There's a second one that says changing your clocks once practice. And the third one that says never practice time change. So the darkest one are the ones that still practice time change. So not even all of Canada practices time change. Only there's some I forget what they call them there. I believe they're called provinces. I don't know if they're regions or whatever. Don't practice it. U.S. obviously does. None of Central America used to, but does anymore. Like they said, Chile and Paraguay, they still practice it. The rest of the South America used to, except for Venezuela and I guess whatever country that is next to it. And over here, pretty much all of Europe does, except for Iceland, and nobody in Africa does. They already have Egypt as they do already. I guess what I read was an old article. All of Eurasia and Asia, or Asia I should say, used to, but they don't anymore. And the parts of Australia that still do are just these parts right here, and then New Zealand right down there, and that's it. So if you ask me, it's an idiotic practice. I don't know what the damn idea, what the what the relevancy of it is. I've heard or I might have read that because daylight savings, sometimes people, obviously it changes it messes with your circadian rhythm. Some people because of the change, it tends to cause accidents from what I understand. I mean, this could be outdated information, or there could be misinformation altogether. I could have heard it either wrong or interpreted wrong. But also just accidents in general, go up, because people are not accustomed to it. And it's a pain. It's a little hard to get used to, but it is what it is. We have to live with it. Anyways, just wanted to make another video. So thank you for watching. Have a blessed evening. Please be kind to one another.